Hello, everybody. It is I, Color Printer. It's been. Let me check. Let me check my YouTube pods. Uh. Uh. Come on. When did I do this? Oh, it's been over a month. Oh gosh. Okay. I've been possibly dragged back into action. Let's say because a new character demo released, and I'm not missing out on that. I'm gonna be honest. Every time I do a carrot, uh, carrot stream, there's a tiny bit in the back of my mind. It's like, are they going to see this? After that one time, I got flipping like jump scared by a batch of comments. uh, and if Garrett is watching at all for whatever reason, your stuff is cool, and I'm going to keep saying that because it is. Hopefully my stream setup's okay because I've got some problems with my tech. My headset died. So I'm using the same microphone, but my setup's pretty weird. I can hear a lot of background noise on my headphones, but I think it's not coming through on the stream. I think. Where's monitor? I can't really do much if it is. That's the problem. Monitor and okay. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, sounds better. Okay, sounds fine. I'm just getting this constant buzz in my ears. It's awful. It's from the vibrations of my computer's fans. Why is it getting worse? That's probably because I'm streaming. Okay, so I do have to go through a few things. I just gotta make sure my Twitch stream is set up correctly. Let's see. Alright, just updated it because we are going to be saying some bad words. Hooray! Uh, because of the whole situation, there is just a separate Google Docs that just has all of the content warnings. So I'm just going to very quickly run through them. Then I'll start the game up. Hopefully, I've set my system up properly and it won't just completely freak out all of my visuals like I do every time I start up a Renpy game for the first time. I remembered this time. And yeah, we'll get through it. Apparently, it's about 30 to 40 minutes, which, I mean, the last visual novel I played advertised about a 10-minute runtime, and I stretched it out to about 40 minutes. So, okay. Where the day springs red. Apparently, only the. Can I just. GG mode, I have no idea what it's gonna. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna like zoom into the actual document. I don't really want to show anything other than that. Hopefully the stream looks okay. Bat. Have I been silent? Alright, one sec. I'm gonna sort this out. One sec. I wanna copy and I wanna reference. Okay. I feel like okay. Let's like start again because apparently I was talking and it wasn't being picked up because the audio source was set up incorrectly. My bad. My bad. Okay. Whether Day Springs Red. Currently only the demo is available, so only the demo content warnings are available. They are as follows. Coarse language, words such as fuck, shit, and dick are used throughout. Sexual jokes and innuendo. Characters often make one-off sexual jokes and comments. References to genitalia and various scatological elements are common. Scatological meaning poop. Partial nudity. Bare chests and side views of butts are clearly shown, mostly for comedic purposes. Brief frightening moments. Moments of tense build-up with creepy music and sound effects. Moments of sudden frightening happenings. Though I wouldn't go so far as to say them jump scares as they do not jump out the screen at the player and are not accompanied by loud noises. A cartoonish high-contrast clown mask is shown at one point during a dramatic scene. Alcohol and tobacco use. Characters are often drink alcohol and are clearly drunk at one point. One character is often seen smoking. References to drugs. Characters... Sorry if you just heard like knocking, blah blah blah. Me just trying to adjust the volume on the actual microphone. References to drugs. The characters make references to weed and getting high. Flashing and blinking lights. Some moments where the screen quickly goes from dark to light, particularly for tense effect. A shader used a few times creates a blinking coloured rays of light for dramatic effects. And occasional screen shake. The screen shakes briefly on occasion to simulate impact. Characters have brief bounce effects, sometimes reference to movement or action. Characters sometimes move quickly left and right, up and down across the screen to simulate movement. Now, if you're watching my stream, and if you've watched my stream before, yeah, let's not worry about occasional screen shake. Yeah. Yeah, I think if anyone last through ever heard, I think they should be fine with this. Hopefully, maybe. Do I add any more warnings? Let's see. Sense of social issues, drugs, drug and alcohol induced. What the heck? Ah, that's a new one. I'm gonna have to put on the intoxication warning. And that seems to be it for now. I got use of profanity or vulgarity and drugs, intoxication, and excessive tobacco use. Sorry, or excessive tobacco use. I can't. I'm getting a new headset like tomorrow, and I cannot wait because this current setup is awful. I can like hear everything. The problem is that if I want to make it streamer friendly, I then have to turn off all of the safeguards. So all I'll hear is. You can see why I don't want that. Alright, I'm launching the game now. Puppy hooves. Alright, the game's launching. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Game scene. Game capture. They bring Springs Red. Keys capture. Actually, okay, there we go. Hey, it worked! My monitor didn't flip out. Would have been great if we got 10 minutes in and then I have to restart the game immediately. I respect partial nudity, including bare flat chests. That's neato. Okay. And let's go. Again by Carrot. Evil Carrot. Where the day springs red. Let's turn the game up. Okay, that should be good. Hopefully, maybe. Let's. How do I do the advance? I'm on the monitor so I can get a good gauge. Okay, so. Okay, so yeah, I think this sounds good. Alright, alright. Okay, hopefully this is coming through well on both streams. It looks like it is. Go through the options. Ooh. Oh, that's minimum volume. That explains why it's so quiet. I want to... Oh, no. Turn it back down. Turn it back down. Just yours is, like, lagging. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I did look over the pre-release material. I didn't look too close at the pre-release material because I thought, dang, this looks cool when it's gonna come out. I mean, I was gonna say, I don't want to spoil myself, but I remember Arc 5. I started playing. I played all the way to Arc 5 Part 1, which is like where it was at, where Almond Line was up to. And when I saw that cutscene of Orlum, and I'm like, oh my god. And it's still my favourite scene in the game. It's my favourite scene. Is Orlum's introduction in Arc 5. But this is not Our Wonderland. It's another story. So I'm going to like rip Our Wonderland out of my mind. Apart from one image idea I want to do. I want to draw with Iggy. Oh wait, no, I can't actually put it out of my mind. I have I have little happy Iggy on my glass. To cheer me on. Maybe when I break all my glasses, I'll like remake it. I'm just gonna have my glass down there with little happy Iggy to remind me that things aren't too bad in life. I think that's worked. Okay, let's not get grim here. Let's not get grim in my life. Let's get grim in the game. Alright. I'm going to make up voices as I go. So this is gonna be fun. Without Wonderland, I genuinely, like, I've gone through the game. I've gone through the game with my partner, and I thought, oh, I'll do some silly voices, and those are the same voices I use for the stream for the most part. Like, you know, like getting to, hey everyone, am I right or am I right? Yeah, let's see how this goes. I might actually turn the game down a bit. Okay. Let's start. The red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this night. J.R.R. Tolkien. A game by Carrot. Ah, heck yes. Adrian Rempe. Me trying to hear the vocals in my right ear. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this like negative space imagery is flipping awesome. Where the day springs red. Hello. Turn my volume up a bit. Okay. Well, that's a lot more of a hardcore intro than our Wonderland. Go to sleep now. Everything is finished. Thank you. God damn, that's adorable. Looking for the development is unfolding as long-time Burnett makes a rosy metamorphosis. Next to 10. Should Marshall Brady give Z all his money? Consensus leans, yeah. You very perfect. I'm sorry, that's just the rolling texture. Caught me off guard. Why did I hear something go bang? I just heard something. What? I didn't press anything. Why did I hear something go bang? I don't think anything is missing off my nerd wall. Usually what goes bang. What? It just go bang! Like it's smacking on the floor. What the heck? Alright, I've looked the music. You heard it here first, folks. Pink. That's right, pink. 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 What are you thinking, Z? There's a power move, the power of the aging, on the part of the aging yet, vet? Aging? Yeah, I don't know, Marsh. I've seen folks handle the balls any which way for my time. But there's nothing in the playbook for this one. Oh, we were looking at a fumble then? Fuck off. Been waiting on the flag to play. Don't you mean? I do, Marsh. I do. We may be looking at some kind of conniving doppelganger. They can predict the weather? Not Doppler radar, you idiot. Now go investigate. At the very least, I'm glad that that bit of fan art I did. Where's my window? I'm glad that one bit of fan art I did for the stream was accurate. That face. Alright, just very quickly. Okay. Okay, we're back in action. Get away from me! If you want to do something right. My God, my dear, you're looking a peach this afternoon. Can we compare these summers to a? Can we compare these to a summer's lay? Fuck you. Harmful trauma to the human penis? What? New extraordinary study. Shorter men are more attractive. He's out of here! The kick is. Why should I get kicked in the dick? Oh no! Oh, that sweet nostalgic pang of electronic reboot. My balls would know this anywhere. It's all come after all. In more ways than one, I'm afraid. I do believe our beloved friend may be going full gum. Full gum. Don't need that. It might be contagious. You mean that we could all get infected too? That's right. What? And turn to go. Alright, I don't need the Alright. Freaking. We don't need like Amori jump scares here. Also, Z became really flipping sus for some reason. I think Z might be the imposter. 11 out of 10 noticed. See go in as the perfect smile. Why Marshall Grady sucks tonight at 10 PM Central. I don't know what that is in my time. I live in Britain. The changes of chewing too much gum. Experts wait in. The gum disease! So where's brush your teeth, folks? Kids. Who the hell are you talking to? How do we stop it from spreading? Enough all day gives the dentist away. An aging quarterback makes his final run. You won't want to miss a second. Because he might injure himself. And that would be hilarious. Oh, I actually missed a line. I thought that was the doctor. Telepana. Mary Kate, take gum to Nabu tub. What the hell are you doing? Put me down. Don't fight it, Gumby. It's for your own good. I won't let you turn it to gum. Gum. Run, March, run! The end zone's open. 50 yards, 40 yards, 30. This is incredible, folks. I've never seen any of you like this before. What a run! Sheer athleticism from a sneaky powerhouse. He's going for it. Only 10 yards left. My God, could he really do it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No! The hell are you two doing? I would appreciate the dumbest idea ever. Like those those credits outtake reels that you used to get with like Jackie Chan films and like old Toy Story films, and it's just like I don't know if this is going to be a one-off, if this is going to happen more times. I'd love just an outtake reel of like this kind of dumb approach, but like to the actual horrors. It'd be great. It'd be absolutely great. I'd love it. Oh, there's a guy. I go inside for all of 5 seconds, and you two still have somehow mentioning you murdered one of us? You're saving gum from gingivitis. The only murder happening here is that hair. Have you seen a cord? Have you? I don't know. I think it looks nice. Go with me! Ah! The impact of all 230 pounds of Marshall's 6'3" frame hitting the water pistons the sides of the metal tub upwards, probably sending all 75 gallons of water and 50 apples cascading towards the grass like a Honeycrisp volcano. This is followed immediately by the sound of a window slamming open from the direction of the house. I'm going to... What voice do I do? This ain't one of the character colours. Marshall Grady, if you've done something to my apples, I'll string you up by your ears. Don't think I won't. Marshall to his feet in an instant. Clothes sopping and water leaking all over the floor. That is a very, very traumatized guy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I have the character profiles just up on my I'm honest. I have to make sure the pronouns are correct and the names are correct. Anything else doesn't matter. Oh, and the colours. The colours have to be correct, but I think I've got that already. So how many games just put you as a non-binary protagonist, eh? I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Marshall to his feet in an instant, clothes sopping and water leaking all over the dirt. Look, that woman has ears like a hawk. He displays his hands in apathetic disconcern. And on that day, humanity receives a grim reminder. If we can get out of this, the apple tub was your idea! It too, Brute. Alright. I don't know how to pronounce that. I mean, is it just how it... Pronunciation. Oh, it says correctly in this YouTube video. Surely it must be good. How do you stretch out pronouncing a phrase? How do you stretch out pronouncing a phrase to like 2 minutes? Ah! Oh! Et tu? Et tu, Brute? I saw like 5 Reddit comments saying that, so I'm just going to change it as correct. We're getting off to a great start. I've already drank all my water, okay. Marshall turns to the top as though to do something. Then to the soaked dirt, still shining through the watery ringlet. Then to the strewn soiled orbs of countless apples felled in battle. He turns back. Choose life! What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Where's my screenshot tool? I need to like force someone to see this. Window. Screenshot Windows. Why? Alright. We were never here. Right like the wind, Marshmallow. This is ridiculous. I love it. But he takes the opportunity to offer Gum a hand. A hint of exacerbation is in the sweat dotting his cheeks. You alright? 5 more seconds and we'd have to hang you up to wash to dry. No worse for wear saves my pride, I guess. Not that I normally give a lick about anything that comes out of those numbskulls' mouths. Gum takes the hand gladly, really a padding of Cordy's palm and a point of comfort after the chaos. Off with just a hint of callous grip. Okay, it seems like this is... Our Wonderland was first person, right? Like it was you played Iggy. You were Iggy, basically. You were playing as Iggy. Whereas this seems to take a third person approach. You're just seeing it through Gum's eyes. Sorry, I'm just distracted. Like Gum's hair is lovely. I'm like, did I do that? I probably have to somehow make my hair peach coloured, which I'd like to point out that my author avatar is very accurate in the hair department. It is very dark. Very dark brown. I can't see any of it. One sec. Yeah, it's very dark brown. Sorry, I got stuff in my eye. What is going on? I don't mean in like a crying way. I mean like my eye genuinely... there we go. I think I got it. I'm bold enough to cry, and 2, if I was crying at this point, it'd be from laughter. It's not really that bad, is it? They bring their hand instinctively to the pink coils in question, leaving back a amused look of Bang. I needed a change, you know. The hairdresser said it looked cute. Body blinks. No. Smiles. It looks good. A pause. You look good. That quick downward flick of the eyes. Gum's cheeks warm. Thanks. Okay, maybe I was jumping ahead by saying that Gum's hair looked nice. Yeah, it does. However, if I was to do a similar style, it would require me to grow out my hair and... I don't wanna. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I kind of regret doing the schedule I've got for getting my hair cut. I kind of want it cut now. I don't want it like cut constantly because then I'm gonna run out of money. I mean, I could do it, but then when the big bill hits, then I'm not gonna be able to pay it. So I'm just gonna ignore the fact that I've got an iPhone. That's unrelated. That's a pay monthly thing, and I did overtime so I could afford the accessories. They're working great. If you can't tell by my beautiful art, they're doing great. I'll draw more. I will get better at drawing characters art style again. I started, and therefore I shall finish. But no, seriously, I have an idea for an art that has Iggy in it, and I think it would be fun. I actually have to draw it first, so you know how it is. You got. Bloody reaches forward as though unthinkingly, first to brush a few errant leaves and green puffs from Gum's coat and scarf, then to wipe at a spot of muddy water, tracing the peak of their right cheek. I clicked out the window. Alright, there we go. He holds contact for what feels like a good 2 seconds before pulling back. Sorry. No, it's okay. Gum's gaze fixed on their feet. They don't even blink. And anyway, come on. Cody clears his throat after a few moments of awkward silence. He rubs his nose, smiles. Marsha Graham and Pap already got fire going in the big house, fixing stuff up for us. They start to walk, a little slow, leisurely pace through the grass, formed with mid-autumn's crisp. Tom's eyes scan the landscape, memories of summers past lingering with each flick of their gaze. The fields they played sardines in, the electric fence Marshall had peed on as a death. The hay pots he had leapt into and subsequently broken his arm from, the woods barrack had led them through like an overwrought explorer in search of black raspberries for them to munch on. Even the creek they just crossed on their way, walked down from the car, the cooling oasis where they'd once staved off summer heat, down to their skivvies and diving, splashing and searching for rocks amidst mud and rocks and slit. Tilt. Ahead of them, Cordy steps on a twig, which jerks Gum's head forwardwards at once. Visions of old momentarily mixing with the realities of new. Because it is different now. Gone are the cows and the chickens that had once dotted the landscape. Gone is the water in the old well, now completely dried up. Gone is the machine sled and the tractors and trucks that had once rumbled past bare feet in the dirt. Oh, we just figured out what banged on the floor or something under my desk. What was that, like half an hour it took me to figure out? No, I figured it out now. Home to nothing but memories. According to Marshall, not even his grandparents came down to this part of the ranch much anymore, spending most of their time in the farmstead up the hill. And why should they? Bulk of the land had been leased and they're what, 70, 75 now? Impressive enough that they waited till now to leave the ranch entirely and sell off what's left. One can't help but wonder what it must be like to leave the place you've lived in for 50 odd years. Sad, no doubt, and more than a little terrifying too. Tom speeds up about half step to match pace with Cordy, their boots crunching through the leaves and grass. Everyone's here then? Mm-hmm. You drove? Got in last night? How long was the drive? About 8 hours. Stayed in an old chariot in town. Ooh, what a treat. Always. They're approaching the big house now. Not much. My eye! I like do something wrong. No, I don't know why my eye is acting up. It's probably because I've taken antihistamines, so my nose has no excuse to block up when I stream. So now my eye is freaking out. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. They're approaching the big house now. Not much a house with a large wooden hall of sorts, but the name was stuck since they were kids. A place of storage, food, and rest. Oh, I realised the YouTube chat is completely blocked. Okay, I think my body hates me right now. Marshall's grandma would serve up grand lunches for the current season's temp workers over the old fire pit in the room centre. And the kids would spend hours exploring the attic and scouring through all the old bedding and farm clothes Marshall's grandpa had kept stored in his shelves and trunks. Scum looks at it now, they can't help but smile at the particularly droll memory of the grand fort they once built flashes across their mind. Yes, that's right. Out of all these old blankets, cozy and hidden away beneath the sheets as thunder clapped across the summer sky. That had been when Cody had first... Scum looks away. Notices a spot of green off to the left of the house. Is that Beric? Cody laughs. Been glued to his phone since we got here. Oh, what else is new? Scum watches the tall figure pace back and forth between what looks like a small doghouse and the shed a few yards west. Back and forth, back and forth. A snap of an arm, followed by a frazzled tussle of hair. But finally, the phone is lowered with a yell. Here we go. Here we go. think I'll be able to, like, move... I've already checked this. I've already looked up this word. The links are blue. Okay, that didn't work. Beleaguered. Beleaguered, huh? Suffering or being subjected to constant or repeated shock or harassment. Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that now. Okay, yeah, I looked that before. Finally, the phone lowered with a beleaguered huff. The figure is still for a moment, before turning, straightening, then dashing towards him with a sudden burst of renewed energy. Yum! By that moment, the time to escape had passed. Is that the arrow? Is that the asexual flag in the background? No, it's not. Aromantic then. Yeah, is that the aromantic? It's not asexual. I'm getting my flags mixed up. I'm Arrow Ace. I use the sunset flag anyway, so I forgot. I forgot. I knew it was one of the flags that I salute every night. Longhorn, Limerick. Oh my god, my sweet cinnamon roll! Look at you. Hi, Barrett! I feel like I haven't seen you in centuries. What have you been up to? What have you been into? Who have you been into? Oh, you know, a little of this, a little of that. You need to tell me everything. Then I will be nothing but American Lorham Bestie Dream Night. Oh, mess, no stress. Oh, what about the other guys? Other guys? What other guys? Oh! 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 40! Oh! Everyone is so cute, I cannot wait to see how they break. Oh! I'm just like just gently clapping to myself because this is adorable. I feel bad for Cordy though. I feel really bad for him. Look at him. That is such a... That's so sad. Oh. Other guys. What other guys? We'll burn those bridges when we get to them. Because please, I haven't even gotten to your hair. You think it looks okay? You think you look like a magical Sigapum popsicle-esque creature? Is that just Gum's hair color, or is it dyed? That's my question. Okay, one thing I am noticing, because I'm just like joking about constantly, is this music is currently looping very hard. I'm not saying that it's like a major complaint or anything, but I just noticed it. It's like the second time I've noticed it. The music choices are good though, like I'm not going to complain about the music choices. I just want to swallow you like the baby Jesus and make you into a desiccant toffee crispy cotton candy gum drop bun. Rick, you're hurting my head. I'm gonna pet you and love you, and squish you and hold you, and wrap you in plastic and box you up, and slap a price sticker on that sweet face so I can mass produce you, and sell you to millions across the globe. That got weird quickly. When did you get here? I'm always here. And the voice in your back of your head constantly roasting every idea that comes out of your mouth. Commodore Imposter Syndrome, they call me. More like Commodore Castrate! Castrate me! Please, if you don't get the hell off me, you chain-smoking gremlin! Touche. Touche. Do you have anything better to do than shove your snark into places it's not wanted? See, he grabs his crotch with a... Jesus Christ! I didn't expect that! I didn't expect that! I mean, I will try and keep my... I'm doing my best to keep my comparisons to the Out Wonderland characters as small as possible, because I'm going to be honest, this ain't Out Wonderland. I can compare and contrast, but I don't. Oh God. Okay. I was just buying time so I could take a screenshot for someone to look at later. D grabs his crotch with a smirk. I could be shoving other things, but I don't think Graham and Grampy Grady would much approve. Eric controls his eyes. As charming as that, always. Had a new job yet, have you? Much better. You didn't have to go all personal on me. Eric's eyes twitches. Apologies, I wasn't aware your very public meltdown on TikTok after your last termination was such a personal matter. Oh God, TikTok? We're talking TikTok? These characters are only like a year older than me, and I know how I feel. Well, yeah, because I personally object to it. He waggles his cigarette up, down, slays his hand out in reproof. The fickle fucker was just looking at a chance to can me. Does it count as looking when you're getting high right beneath his nose? Hey, the boss makes $1, I make a dime. I get high on company time. He snorts a geyser of smoke for his nose with a smirk. Not sure that's how the saying goes. The original was equally as indecorous. You get off in a case for us. He Ronald there putting a 9 to 5. He chucks a cigarette in Gum's direction. Gum blinks. Quickly averts their gaze. I mean, yeah, I haven't really, you know? Tucks the look of hair behind their ear. But I'm doing, you know, missions here and there. Commissions? Like what? From who? Body's brow arcing across between wonderment and worry. There's people online, here and there. Gum cheeks burn beneath their glasses. I have, like, I have two ideas of what's going on, and one of them is lying, and the other one I don't want to talk about. Yeah, pay some rents most months. You ever try and find something more stable? Gum's brow twitches. Oh, it's certainly not for lack of trying. One second, I need to like personally reflect. And this is good personal reflection music, I'm going to be honest. Okay. keep in mind, I was unemployed for 7 months and almost ran out of money to pay my mortgage, pay my debt, pay for food. So I understand. I'm in my current job for a year now, so. But you know, I ain't gonna forget. I ain't gonna forget that too easily. At least, you know, make sure I get my head properly above the water. I'm working 4 days a week. I'm keeping my head above the water, but yeah. I mean, the only reason I was able to afford to pay monthly on an iPad was because my bills suddenly dropped by like 60 quid a month. So I've used a bit of that to borrow out some, and then the rest I'm just chucking in savings. I guess you don't want to hear about my financial situation, because that sounds kind of boring. And I mean, if I can't even replace my gosh darn headset, then yeah, maybe I'm not doing too well. I'm getting a headset replacement. I didn't pay for it, but I'm getting a headset replacement. I got like half of it already, but I'm waiting for the other half to arrive, which should arrive tomorrow. And then all my technical problems should go away. I'm kidding. By the way, my keyboard and mouse are dying, my controller is dying, my headset has died. The only thing that still works is my Blu-ray player and my webcam. Oh, and my computer itself. My computer itself is working great. Great bit of kit there. Alright, where am I? There I am. Don't you want us got the moolah raking? Don't you got all this at that moolah raking game company of the hire old Gumberband over there? Here, make sure I can draw anything you need me to. A pause. Unless it's porn. Followed by a smack. Oh, what do I know? Maybe that's even better. Comes here, start to ban an anxious pit forming, and oh my god, it's porn. Or just lying. I wasn't going to say porn. The game said porn. Sorry, I'm getting ideas that I need to act on immediately. Okay, let's just... Wait, why does Notepad have AI in it? Wait, what? Genuine question, why does Notepad have AI in it? That... Eric starts quietly, but can't seem to formulate any words to follow, leaving a circle in a strange silence. Yeesh. He grumbles over once pause reaches uncomfortable levels. What is this dialogue? Let's not act like I just pulled my pants down and started circumcising myself in front of everyone. It was only a suggestion. Did someone say porn? This is relatable. I'm not providing context for like why it's relatable. Just know that it is relatable to me, and I find that hilarious. Great. Pavlov's whistle beckons. For the last time, Marsh. Not gonna shoot. Beastie's gone wild. Bestie's gone wild. 5-7 at the farm. What is the dialogue? What? I never said that, so make me look like some kind of pervy horn dog. He shrugs with an over-exaggeration roll of his eye. If the shoe fits. I only said I'll be Hiller if gum drew me like a rose on the Titanic. Imagine that. This is a bit more than bare chest. I'm getting many glorious screenshots to force someone to look at unwillingly. Draw me like one of your French girls, Gum. Actually, what the hell am I looking at? What? Oh, the alcohol in the world can get me to draw that. Oh, the alcohol in the world couldn't get us to watch you draw that. The guys at the station would lose their shit! Marshall claps his hands together with an overzealous guffaw. We could probably make some kind of redonk promo out of it, too. He raises his arms as though unveiling some sort of artistic masterpiece, eyes wide and trembling. I'll never let go! F93.3 play-by-play weekly, sports radio, so intense you'll sink for it. Okay, I need to find, I'm gonna need to find that sprite of Gum as a reaction image. I have about 100 of them already. I filled up all the sticker slots on my main server, all the sticker slots on my other Discord server. I need more stickers. I already have one. I have an Out Wonderland reaction image. And it's like low detail Gidget. Like looking like what? So stupid. I just like to point out I am loving this. I am loving this. I cannot wait for them to be broken horrifically. I'm giving them like a really shaky thumbs up, even though shaking with excitement, even though I don't have a webcam. Maybe you can run us. Maybe you should run that one through a few more drafts, Marsh. Rude. Speaking of intoxicants, we are well stocked, I assume. He flicks a cigarette butt into the grass and mashes it with the heel of a shoe. Marshall's frown quickly morphs back into a grin. Oh yeah, I brought like 3 cases. No, please don't get drunk before my grandparents head up to the house. That is a look of flashbacks. That is a look of flashback. They still somehow have fond memories of all you fuckers. Don't want to crush their dreams. They're sad enough having to sell this place, so might as well send them over the edge and kill them on the spot. Please, let's not pretend. The only one they have fond memories of is Gumball. Soon to be replaced by nightmares once they see that hair. Whoa! Did Gum just fall out the UI? Is there anything we could be helping with? I'm sure they're fine! You would think that. I'm going to actually ask like a house guest with some semblance of decency. I'll come too! Eric and Cordy wander off the direction of the house, leaving Marshall to think in confusion of the now empty circle. Hey, don't leave me wallowing in my grove like a self-centered asshole! Too late! That is adorable! Oh, me, you cotton candy carcinogen. I'm gonna ignore your open... I'm gonna not open your big stupid head! What are you, some kind of rabbit chipmunk? What? Huh? The streak of light brown comes bounding towards the leaf-strewn grass. Gum doesn't even have a chance to disembark before the canine leaps, hitting both of them with untapped fervor as the dog ravens for treats and sending him tumbling to the ground, startled with fit of squawks and laughter. The dog promptly begins licking cheerfully at every inch of Gum's face. Not that! Stop! Even the Gums actually seem to belie their words, given the way they pull the dog into a tight hug, laughing and petting and rubbing the cheek against its soft fur. Lullaby, bite that face off for me. Z snorts as he pushes himself up to his feet, wiping the dirt off his ass. Marshall glances back at the commotion, laughs. Don't worry, that's just Bruno Biggs. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Oh, the fly would probably hurt him. Down from the window. His name's Xavier! Marshall's hands go to his hips. He doesn't like that name, Grandma! He named it after that fine snack of a man from the mutant. It depends what version of the movie. Though, I don't think anyone's going to strictly disagree with any version. I need a minute, that one always killed me. Okay, I'm alive, I lived. You have to try harder than that to kill me. Marshall rolls his eyes, turns back around, stage whispers with a hiss. His name is Bruno Biggs. Do you think he means the young one or the old one? God damn it! I don't want to agree with the guy who grabbed his crotch. But I agree. You think she means the old one or the young one? Because I think Patrick Stewart look at my face too. You wouldn't let McAvoy? I mean, come on. Inside Vault Z. Ooh, wait, does it mean she could hear our entire conversation? Remind me to think twice about every word that comes out of my mouth from now on. Goodbye! Goodbye! Youngest Bruno flurries scritches behind his ears, holding a chubby dog's face between their fingers before pushing back up to their feet. Bruno responds with a happy whine, his tail flicking rapidly in the leaves. I totally didn't just do the voice I genuinely use when I talk to my mum's cats. Goodbye! See, you like and respect me, don't you, boy? Unlike the rest of these shitty, nasty goobers. Shitty, nasty goobers? I'm not the one who licks at my own wiener. Whoa, who does that? I'm going inside. Come on, Bruno. With a little beckoning wave of their hand, Gum starts towards the house, Bruno nipping at their heels. As in front of them, Barrack waves back from the sliding door before disappearing through. Were those pumpkins I saw inside earlier? You can have a carving party. You better not turn into another one of your famous workshops. If I never have to hear the words Agile and Scrum again, it'll be too soon. No, not again! Ah! Not Agile and Scrum! Give me a second. I'm like... It's like that accuracy. I'm having like intense flashbacks of Scrum meetings. You didn't hurt yourself or nothing, did you? Looks like you took a pretty... Like you took a tumble pretty hard back there. I'm fine, don't worry. Harry, who is it that licks their own dick? I shouted that. These walls aren't fake. I know these walls aren't fake. I've heard things. Marshall Grady, you will not speak that way in this house. You'll march straight back outside and haul a new load of wood for the fire. Oh, Grandma. Oh my goodness, are they drinking alcohol? I would never. Aww. Aww. Also, that's not Gum's natural hair color. I noticed it in the past photo. Not in a bad way. I was just curious. Sometimes Welsh just have characters with different colored hairs. I didn't know if pink, like peachy pink, was a natural hair color in this strange world. Keep in mind, I'm a fan of the Persona series, and for some reason, blue is just the color of hair in that series, just like a natural hair color. It's already dark when Gum steps out for some quiet following dinner. The surrounding wood is black as ink, one big canvas expanse surrounding the small ranch. While above them, the stars stretch out for miles in all directions. So many of them and so bright compared to the light polluted canopy visible in the sky. It's cooler now, the sun having taken its faint autumn warmth with it. Although chill was admittedly refreshing after the hubbub of the last few hours. Gum felt the tension of their shoulders leap almost instantly. Their steps barely audible as they wander across the grass. Then stop. Peer through the dark. A familiar crop of blonde hair sticks out against the black, its owner slouched over the edge of a large downed tractor wheel. Marshall's grandma once planted flowers inside the wheel's ring. Now the dirt here is barren and dry, nothing but withered stalks littering its surface. Catching some air? Gum smiles and walks over. Gordy's head turns back, his eyes blinking wide against the dark. Before softening. Hey, Gummy Bear. Words bring a touch of pink to Gum's cheeks, tickle of warmth to their chest. They take a seat next to Cordy on the tire, wordlessly. Gaze towards the sky as its sea of stars. There's a silence between them, but not an uncomfortable one. It's been really nice seeing you. You too. Cordy's voice is the same as it's always been, rough and warm, with just a hint of warble. They're constantly on the verge of tears. You, been okay? Like, doing okay and everything? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Cordy's hands clasp, unclasp. Still building for my dad. Lots of projects, new developments, keep me plenty busy. But I started furniture, wouldn't you know? Just, little side stuff, tables and chairs and whatnot. Oh, that's great! Gum's lips curl upwards. You did always say the whole construction gig wasn't really your style. Yeah, nah. I mean, I'm fine, just not a lot of room for creativity. Or, fine detail type stuff. I laugh. You do know how much I like to work with my hands. He raised his hands, fingers curling in and out mischievously. Cordy Eaton. Gum chokes back a laugh, elbowing the portly man straight in his paunch. The warm chuckle shares. While Gum sniffs, rubs at their nose. How's Ren and Brady's what, two now? Yeah. Cordy's hands return to his laps, bum pads kissing. They grow up awful quick, you know. Babbling off a storm. Ren's fine. They're both fine. Everything's fine. Gum chews softly on their bottom lip, staring into the black as breeze plays with the edges of their hair, tickling their cheeks. Cordy glances over, then down, and over again. No, I'm a bit worried about you. Worried? Why worried? Gum laughs, but this time even they can tell it's semi-forced. Cordy winces. His eyes flick up, though searching for the right words. Not that eloquence has ever been one of his strong suits. The guys, they barely reach out anymore. Even Barrack. And now I hear you still haven't found nothing stable yet. Guess it got me all wondering if you're doing alright or not. From up in the darkness, a cricket chirps. On off. On off. You know, if you need help, anything at all, thumbs are batting against each other now. I know that after everything, I'm fine. Pause. Gum curls a lock of hair behind their ear. Laughs. I'm fine. They say again. The sound of far-off voices can be heard back in the big house. Raucous but muffled. There looks a weird pang of nostalgia and deep in their gut, one that makes their nose itch and their chest buzz. They sit back, gaze going skyward again. The universe feels like it's swirling above them, liable to swallow them if they let it. Remember how you used to spend hours here watching the stars? Gordy murmurs in affirmation, both of them studying in the intricate patterns of night sky. Gum could get lost in the moment. Just sitting there in the dark, wrapped up in their memories and something more. Something tugging beneath the surface of it all, like a weird sort of turning point. Or starting point. They close their eyes, breathing in the umbra. A soft chill sends a shudder up their spine. They curl their arms in front of their chest. The cold's finally starting to get to them. There's never this cold back then, though. It's because it was always summer.
You cold?
A little. I find it pretty well fine, but like a furnace, so Gordy laughs. It sounds like the crackle of a fire. Why didn't you put your coat on? Forgot, and I guess I didn't think I'd be out here for this long.
Dummy.
Silence. At this time, there's an air of uncertainty to it. A weight that hadn't been there before.
Do you...
Gordy stops. Raises the hand. That was it. And places it gently around Gum's waist. Oh. Gum's eyes flutter closed unwittingly. A warmth from both out and in marbling in their chest. Wait, the hide UI button doesn't work anymore. In Out Wonderland, if you pressed Y on the controller, it would hide the text as well, and it just show you the image. I found it nice to like see like a whole sprite or be able to see a CG like this. I mean, who are we kidding? I'm going into the games file once I'm done. And nearly dusk, the familiar water making the corners of their eyes sting. To be honest, I mainly go in there just to look for artwork, apart from the couple of times when I was streaming on Wonderland where I just got curious about what choices mattered, and you know, once you get to that point, yeah, I don't want to go further than that. I'm not the kind of person to rip a game apart like that. Unless it's for modding. Video water making the corners of their eyes sting. Thanks, they say simply. While inside their heart feels like it's burning. Oh! Oh, you're both out here. A jolly salutations and fare thee well, good sirs. I hope you're having a pleasant evening. Just in case it wasn't clear, that was the old-timey gender neutral spelling. Good. Good. I'm screenshotting this one. Oh no, I picked the wrong option, was it? I am glad he just kind of went, yeah, in a gender neutral way. Also, I'm pretty sure he's naked, but let's not think about that. I can't see anything. Where is he? Is he going all the way?
You think I can see his dark as balls out here?
doing it, I'm doing it! You said there was vulgar language, nothing about hand gestures. Fucking assholes. Marshals, go out and make sure he runs around the whole ranch.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You and the captain make it happen.
Uh-oh. Run, run as fast as you can.
Running, you big dumbass.
Not fast enough.
There's nothing in the rules about speed.
New rule, if you don't complete change in 5 seconds, you get dumped in the apple tub.
No one can run that far in 5 seconds.
Hope you like shrinkage, Z-Bay, because your dick's getting dicked. I hate both of you so much.
Excuse me, I immediately like shriveled back into using Autumn's voice for C. I was speaking so fast. The nasalness just came out.
We both purge what happened from our brains.
Yep.
Glad we're on the same page.
I'm gonna take a quick BRB because I need some water. I ran out of mine. So, where did I put my music last? I think it's here? Yeah, music. There we go, my playlist. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good sign song. I like that one. Alright, yeah. You can't see Connor's hair. Also, displaying that GIF overloaded my GPU for a moment. I find hilarious. Right, I will be back in a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna grab myself some water. So, as always, enjoy the music. Alright, I made it back. I made it back. Ah. Okay, because I took that screenshot, I've now just got a half-naked Zeke on my other monitor. Okay. Okay, I guess we're doing that. Alright, let's go. Z, what in God's name are you doing? Put that out. Oh, do you want me to go all the way downstairs? In the dark, I'm too drunk for that, Care Bear. That god-awful smoke's gonna keep me up at night. And that's not even going into what my lungs will feel like in the morning. Jesus H. Christ, I'll open up a window. Yeah. Also, this is a whole old wooden building. Are you trying to set this place on fire? He does have a bit of a point. You nearly shot that 3 times already. It's well past midnight and the crew retreat to the second floor of the big house. Sleeping bags strewn across the floor, along with various assortment of beer bottles, chip bags, and candy wrappers. Marshall's grandparents have already taken off hours ago, and leaving the ranch dark and stillness save for a cozy ambience of the attic. There was lost times with the number of the... what? Gum has lost track of the amount of beers they've each bided. Yeah, bided? Drunk. They've each drunk. These fancy words. I tried to hide the UI. That. Interesting. No, Cordy, my man. My can of spare. My dental dam. Dee kneels down next to Cordy, clumsily looping an arm around his shoulder. He still hasn't put out his cigarette. It's just mad. I didn't bring any weed. I am most certainly not. Not sure any of us need to get inebriated any more than we already are. You're killing me, Cord. He waved a cigarette in front of Cordy's face. What happened to all that getting bravado? We were kids, huh? Now you're all family petted. He throws his hand back to aim for puff of smoke at the ceiling. Boring! Gums roll their eyes while pushing onto their feet and snatch a cigarette out of Z's hand. And you haven't changed a bit. Once a brat, always a brat. What? They make to put out the cigarette and then reconsider, bringing it to their lips instead with an over-embellished pout. My name's Ziggo Yin, and I like pina colada to get caught in the rain. Unfortunately, I don't even have half a brain. They take a large drag, and abruptly buffs into a bit of coughs, tears flooding their eyes. Z laughs so hard he starts snorting. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this vegan is great reaction image material. I don't think I have enough spatial. Cordy's face, Barrick's face, Z's face. Beautiful. Barrick, however, is up their feet in concerned panic. He grabs a cigarette and begins slapping Gum's back, barrel forward. Now look at what you've done. Me? Bumblebee was here and was the one to go make a show of himself. He placed his hands in an apathetic disconcern, still snickering. If our pink-haired compatriot really wanted to drag that so bad, I could have breezed him out. I could have breezed him one. Just had a one night, gummy buns. He crawls forward in what's likely supposed to be a central wave, but comes up looking like a dying armadillo. Oh my god. Want another hit from the happy chimney? Nothing wrong with this guy, man. Body hooks a finger at the back of Z's boxes, putting them halfway down his arse as he drags him backwards. He presses his lips together. It's tight. I don't think we'll be needing any of that. We won't be needing any more of that either. Barrack adds before towing the half-finished beer bottle out of Z's probing fingers. He He follows this up by dropping the cigarette into the mouth of the bottle, which elicits a high-pitched whine from Z. Have mercy, Burr. I'm real fucked up. Beric fogs a brow, as if we didn't know. Having recovered from their coughing fit, Gun wanders over, tears still dancing on their lashes. Prods Z's side with their tie. Z turns over onto his back, ready for Gun to take a seat right on his stomach. Z lets out a strangled oomph. Fixate on the gay. Gummers, you want me to blow chunks all over the floor? Oh, I'll do a little dance. What's up with your stupid shirt? Can I just say that is not sitting on... They are not sitting on his stomach. First of all. Stupid. Wait. I keep falling back into an Orlem voice. Stupid. Why censor? I was thinking the same thing. That's because I'm fucking classy. Class is probably the last word I'll ever use for you. My shirt says I'm hip but restrained. The guy who knows what he wants but doesn't let it get to his head. Because your shirt says you're a bunch of lame-ass losers. Chomp! Chomp! Chomp? Stop that, you vampire flamingo frog. Don't let him get to you, Cord. I rise! I hurt my throat. Marshall ascends like a newly risen zombie from where he'd been out cold snoring on the middle of the floor. You okay, Marsh? We thought you dumb passed out over there. How unfortunate. I was beginning to enjoy the peace and quiet. He manages to shove Gum off him, pushing him back onto his knees. Yeah, no, that does say eat, play, Howard. I actually do have a nice bit of merch. One sec. I need to grab it because I genuinely just want to make sure I'm correct about the merch. I'll just be back in a second. Oh, I love it. Oh no! I regret to inform you that I too am hip but restrained. I have a hat that says fuck posers on it. And the word fuck has been censored. It's also got a 2-foot brim. It's like a surfboard. It's great. I've worn it like twice. Yeah. It looks dumb because it is dumb. But to be fair, it's a hat with a 2-foot brim, not a dumb poser boy shirt. And mine says fuck posers on it. Also, if you get the reference, then don't tell anyone. That's all I'm saying. I will put it this way. I'm not proud of this hat's origin. But I saw 2-meter hat and thought, heck yes. Alright, I'm gonna put this back and then I'll... Yeah, it just says fuck poses on the front and the brim is 2 feet. Like, no one makes a hat this size. I'd also like to point out that my head's so gosh darn big that the back of the hat is stretched, like, it's gotten to, like, the last 2, like, connectors. It's literally as big as it can be. I love this hat. Alright, I'm gonna put this back and then I'll be back. I think that hat reminds me, I never did get those Vine Source mugs I ordered. The same company made those hats as makes the Vine Source mugs. I never got my flipping vitals back, so I need to like complain. It's been months at this point. Also, I didn't buy them. Like my mum bought them for me. Because I had one at my mum's and it broke. My mum tried desperately to look for a Super Mario mug, and I felt so bad. Alright, where were we? Ah, yes. Eat, play, fuck. He manages to shove gum off him, pushing up onto his knees. Are you some kind of werewolf Jesus? Werewolves in London! Marshall, please. Speaking of London, I think my eardrops popped with that one. I'm the worst wolf of all. I don't know if my mind is going to be read for like a third time, but the where in werewolf means human. Which is why werehog in Sonic is ridiculous, because that's just human hog. That's what Sonic is anyway. The one that bites ya. Marshall promptly leaps at Gum, all 230 pounds of him hitting like a sack of concrete and sending them both down on the sleeping bags with a resounding thud of the floorboards. Burn the wolf! Burn the wolf! Z grabs a pillow and begins whacking Marshall's head with it. Unhand that Gum! Now even Barrack is starting to get into it, quickly grabbing Gum beneath the pit in an attempt to extract him from Marshall's beefy grip. Hey, now it's 2 against 1! Marshall brings his arms up to protect his head from Z's pelting, which allows Gums to slide out from under him, which popped the sends them both them and Barrack rolling. Ah, the big, strong quarterback can handle a few pillows to the face. Is that it? I'm sorry, I'll be more gentle with you. 3 times with a well-placed knee to Marshall's crotch that sends a large man to the sheep of a groin. This is the second time this guy's taken a kick to the dick today. Also, I just need to see Marshall's face again. Oh! No dick bangers! I need to screenshot this for an actual purpose. My partner once said that some music I listen to sounds like penis music, and I feel like I need to. I'm sending that one to them, that one to her, just to elaborate. Where you have penis music, you have dick bangers. Barrack springs back to his feet, body caught like a spring ready to pop. Calm yourself, Gum. If we go down fighting. Yes, sir! Gum salutes with a laugh before grabbing a pillow for themselves and running into the fray. They immediately begin pelting Z's backside with blows. The fuck? So plainly, the fuck? Let's see. Oh my god! I knocked my microphone. I was just adjusting. I'm just adjusting a bit. Okay, is that good? Yeah, okay. Up. The fuck? Z turns back. Some gratitude that is. Already over there and even try and save you. Gum takes one look at Z, one look at Cordy. Cordy smiles sheepishly, simply minding his own business, stop his sleeping bag. What? I don't know why a save prompt opened. I didn't press anything. I pressed the A button to continue. Gum proceeds to clock him with the pillow straight across the jaw. You lil. Body is up now, determined, Grim curving his lips as he grabs for the nearest pillow. Gum spins on their heels of a scream just as Marshall leaps back into the middle of the group with a gobble grab that sounds like a mutilated ox. Pack yourself. tag yourself, I'm Z. This continues for a good 10 minutes. Beer bottles are spilled, chips are crunched beneath their feet. Everything from pillows to blankets to shrink clothes are furled. Gun takes a good few whaps to the face, but there's just as many in return. Even manages to leap across atop Marshall's back at some point, distracting him long enough the other three can triple team him and send him walking down the blankets. After which, first Cody, then Beric, then Z finally collapse onto the floor around them. The entire crew just staring up at the ceiling, chests heaving and foreheads glistening with sweat. Is everyone alright? Eric's voice finally mumbles from the other side of the dilapidated circle.
I don't think I broke my spine.
I think we should all sleep pretty well after this. Sleep well. I'm gonna have nightmares of a pink devil crab festering on my flesh. Oh, what's this? My glasses seem to have fallen down my nose. I better push them back up. I'm gonna bite that middle finger off. Now who's the one feasting on flesh? Alright, alternate option. Okay, go try that. See if that works. Okay. Can you just completely glitch out for a half second? Okay. Yeah, it did. It showed up on the recording. I saw that. Thank you, 10-second delayed YouTube feed. Yeah, turning down my actual microphone makes things quieter, so I just turned down OBS. That makes a lot more sense. Now, who's the one feasting on flesh? Cody's first one to finally push himself to his feet. Glances around, winces. Begins tidying up some of the spilled drinks. Beric is soon to follow, massaging his temples as he starts sorting out the strewn bedding and pillows. And to think, back in the day, we didn't even need this. We didn't even need alcohol to make this much of a mess. Now we just have to worry about Marshall sleep peeing all over the sheets.
I only did that once.
Gum rubs at their eyes with a yawn and starts to sit up, only for Marshall to reach an arm across and latch onto her hips.
Gummy gum gum.
He presses his face onto her belly like a burrowing hamster. You get off me!
But I can't go to sleep without something soft and warm to snuggle,
says the man who was just passed out on the floor like 5 minutes ago. He gives Marshall's ass a slap as he pushed himself to his feet.
That was different. Now I'm cold and scared and in need of comfort.
He starts rubbing his face against Grum's side with a little whine. Marshall. Grum's voice takes a hint of sharpness as they shove against his shoulders. This prompts Beric to walk over. Come, boy. 1 second. I need to, drink some water or something. Down, boy. He presses the ball of his foot against Marshall's forehead with an annoyed grunt, tossing his head backwards.
I think we've had a bit too much.
Cody wraps his arms around Marshall's chest and lugs him off the floor. Marshall proceeds to latch onto Cody instead, nearly sending him straight onto his ass.
Cody, you're so soft, like a big squishy teddy.
Cody looks helplessly up at the others as Marshall begins rubbing his face against his chest.
Don't look at me, dude.
He just snickers.
You claimed him. Don't let him hump your leg.
Gum wobbles to their feet, dusting a layer of chip crumbles off their backside, then proceeds to help with the cleaning efforts. It feels strangely quiet after all the ruckus, nothing but the occasional grunt or burp or puncture of low drain of the cicadas outside. I remembered cicadas. Took like 5 times, but I remembered. The early electricity is gone, replaced with a dull drunken tiredness that weighs on their shoulders. Hey. Rex lies next to Gum as they fling a blanket over their sleeping bag, watching it descend. Huh? You alright? Why? Rex rolls his eyes. Besides the fact that I hadn't heard from you in months. Gum's gaze drops. They watch as Z crawls around on all floors looking for his lighter. Sorry. Don't apologize. Eric chuckles, giving Gum shoulder an affectionate squeeze. Is there something going on? There's something going on. I'm just worried at all. And the little wistful quiet moments you've been having all night aren't helping. Gum tucks an errant lock of hair behind their ear, cheeks warm. Just have a lot on my mind, I guess. Now Beric looks at both of Gum's shoulders, pressing their foreheads together. When he speaks next, his voice is soft and low. Is this about... No. You sure? Yeah. I hope I don't have to remind you that you can tell me anything. No, I know. Let's get together soon. Just you and me, yeah? Hey. Goo Bear. Parrot Toad. They share a soft laugh. Before Barrett gives them a final reassuring pat and returns to his own messy sprawl of blankets. It doesn't take much longer for the five of them to finish and retreat into their sleeping bags. And after Z takes a final quick smoke out the window, only to get snapped at by Barrick, the light is switched off too, leaving the entire attic bathed in darkness. Okay, did I pick up dark and then miss the ness? Darkness. I picked up that time. I hear everything. I hear everything. Now it's deathly quiet. The veil of black reticence, a veil of black reticence dripping down the walls, interrupted by a burp from the direction of Marshall's sleeping bag that makes Z snort, all returning to silence. That cloak of tangible isolation cut off from the rest of the world, from reality, their ranch, the one place that would always welcome them back. Shared shelter from future storms. A place only for us. I'm sorry. Don peeks out from the top of their sleeping bag. It's taken a little while for their eyes to adjust, but now they can just make out the angled shadows of the rafters overhead. Squares of moonlight dot the blankets and floorboards around them, spilled buttermilk right across the black. Oh, you fool, you buffoon! Oh. Sorry, spam bot. What is that username? I'm not even going to think about that. Okay. They glance to their right, at the round outline of Cordy's form, held only a short distance away. The blanket over his chest rising and falling slowly. John wonders if he's asleep or not. They tap their fingers noiselessly at the top of their comforter, and their eyes wander back to the ceiling. Sleep is eluding them, though they're unsure why. Certainly not for a lack of fatigue. Their body aches in all the usual places, even in some new ones entirely. They certainly aren't getting any younger. Darn right. 30 seems terrifyingly close. I just like to point out that these characters are like a year older than me. Yeah, for all the mental maturity, they might as well be turning 20. Okay, also relatable. Hey, you should hear my gaming sessions. Like my gaming sessions, like with friends and stuff. Oh, not mature in the slightest. At least back then you weren't supposed to know what you were doing. Now it's a sign you're plotting a course of failure. They bring the edge of their sleeping bag to their mouth, gnawing on the fibers as they stare up at a reproachful ceiling. Then, after a few minutes of silence, flick their gaze back over at Cordy. Oh, a creak from the stairs, low and long and stretching across the silence. Eyes widening, they shriek back under the blanket Gone deathly quiet save for the sudden pounding of their heart. Ah, it's not coming up in the... I'm like hitting my chest to simulate a heartbeat, but it's not coming up in the recording. They listen. Nothing. Nothing. Another creak. Holy Mother of God! Their hands clench around the comforter, heart resounding in their hearts as they try to hold in a quick breathing. There's somebody coming up the steps. It's themselves for who possibly coming up those stairs? They're in the middle of nowhere out here. But at that movement, their brain is in panic mode. Muscles go tight, they can barely move. They try to breathe, try to calm their heart down. Waves echoing in their head makes them dizzy. Another creak. Fuck! They clench their eyes shut and try to make themselves as small as possible. Not even breathing. Cordy? Their voice comes out in the tinges, hints, whispers, mass and dark. Cordy? But all things holy that the other man is still awake. No response. Another creak. Cordy? Movement this time. Cordy's lump shifts in the shadow. Ooh. Some turn towards him, fingers still clenched like lies in their blanket. Somebody's coming up the steps. I'm just gonna like take a punt and just say it's the dog, but we'll see. Their voices audibly shaking, so small and so thin in all that black. What? Here's a frustration pick at their eyes, they just hiss a bit louder. Somebody's coming up the steps! Who are you? Now both of them go silent. It's deathly still. Another shift from Cordy's sleeping bag. It's probably just the wind or something. Cordy! It's definitely closer now, only a step or two from the top. Seem to rob even Cordy of another response. And then from the darkness comes a voice neither of them expect. Yo, anyone hear that? Sounds like someone coming up the step. What was that soundbite? Are you allowed to use this? Did I hear, like, Majora? Okay, that's hilarious. Did I hear, like, Majora or some kind of Legend of Zelda soundbite here? You kids are so easy to scare. It's Grady! Grandma! What the fuck, Granny G? Grammy G? Oh, don't give me those looks, you overgrown jackanapes. Everyone can use a good scare now and then. And you should have seen your faces. Better than match game. Gum fumbles their glass while standing up with a little wobble, their hearts still beating like a jackhammer in their chest. My life flashed before my eyes for a second there. Yeah, I thought my side of clown mask was scary. You! They step forward, only to sigh and drop their arms. I'm too emotionally overcome to wring your head off your neck. Remind me again in the morning. The stage whispers the quality of a hiss. Saved by the now. Grandma, that was scary! Marshall's still half buried inside his sleeping bag, his face pale and clammy. You almost wet my bag. That's what they're calling it now. Oh, Kish! You haven't had the shock to your system like Denny Davis knocked you out that good 20-yard line! You could use a jump start in your life! I don't want a jump start, I want a sleep start! The mask is absolutely terrifying, Miss Grady. Where on earth did you get it? This old thing, bought it for a costume party Bernie and I went to a few years back. Quite the brawdy affair. I'd gotten a little wild that night. Barney almost needed to break out the leash. Imagine my author avatar giving a look of, like, disgust. Yeah, that's my face right now. Grandma, no! Polly hadn't said a word yet, looking mildly ill over his sleeping bag. He rubs his sweaty cheeks with a groan.
I'm never gonna be able to fall back asleep.
Sleep, you say? This snaps Ramona's head up as she lets out an amused hum as she strolls towards the middle of the room. She aims a flashlight first at Cordy, then at each of the others in turn. Maybe it's for the best then. The moon the way it is tonight? The moon? Now she turns the flashlight to her own face. A contrast beacon in the murk. When moonlight's folds fades to rims and shawls. That's the night when creatures stir to right the wrongs of days of old, staining those in the arbiter's mirror. Well, that was uplifting. Whatever happened to live, laugh, love? Maybe we should wind down with all the spooky talk. Some of us have responsibilities tomorrow. We need to sleep. They take that as a direct attack, Burr. As you should. Might do you some good for once.
No one talking about scary things.
Hey, you're alright? Huh? Sun glances over to see Cordy's brows furrowed in concern. They blink, bring their hands to their face, then jerk back their fingers. Jerk back when their fingers return to stained brilliant red. Oh shit! Oh shit! Barrick squints their side in an instant. One hand to Gum's nose and the other tilts their head backwards. You're not supposed to do that. I believe you're supposed to do that, no? Oh, grab the paper towels over there. What does he tell, ripping off a long stretch on the way back. Then helping Gum gently to the floor as Barrick wads the paper beneath their nose.
Gun's leaking.
This has never happened before.
So much blood.
There goes the weariest wolf of all. Weariest, yeah. Must be all the dry air out here. Dry air? No one listens to poor old Ramona, I see. That's a reaction if I've ever seen one. A reaction to what? Wouldn't you like to know you pocket-sized him? What the fuck?
His hair was perfect.
Grandma really just throwing shade for no reason, what? Well, I'll leave you children to your devices then. A woman's got to have her beauty sleep. I would be sorry those logs down here, though. Too close to those woods for comfort. Too close, I say. Ramona shakes her head with a chuckle. She heads back to the stairs, mask and flashlight in tow. You're leaving. This is so fun to do. You're leaving while I'm having a crisis? She comes, she creeps, she leaves. Actually, it's just about stopped now. Crisis averted. Or control, at the very least. Yeah, that might... Yeah, now half my brain got snotted up my nose. He flings his hands up, forming a rectangle with his fingers as though framing Gum inside some kind of Vogue magazine sheet. Looking good, Gummer dear. Red streak bloated look does suit you. I hate you so much. Sleep well, you toddling tots. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Or anything else for that matter. The four of them gaze off towards the stairs with a mixture of wariness and reproach until the footsteps disappear. Soon Ramona's cheery humming can be heard outside the window. She strolls back up the hill in the direction of the farmstead. Well, we never have to question where Marshall gets his chaotic streak from. Or his affinity for leashes. See? He starts towing Marshall in the stomach. Get up, Coyote Ugly. I resemble that remark! Marshall groans and gently wraps himself around Z's leg. Stop that! You feeling okay now? Poddy runs his hand up and down Gum's back, a wide palm comforting after all the discord. Discord? I can't see the word discord and not think of My Little Pony. I'm sorry. Chaos, chaos! And yes, I think of My Little Pony before the app. I knew of the character of Discord like 3-4 years before I knew of the Discord app. The only reason I joined the Discord app was to talk with like one person. And then the site I was using for like a lot of stuff shut down. So I then started using it a lot more after that. Now Discord's just this big thing, and I just try not to join servers unless there's a reason for me to. Okay, what was I doing? Alright, Discord. Gum nods with a stiff sniff, their nostrils now freed from the red streams. Eric pulls a wad of paper towels completely away, grimacing at the sight of soaked fibres. At least you can get some rest now. I'm sure it really is just the air out here. And all that alcohol probably didn't help. Maybe take it easy tomorrow, yeah? No hair of the dog, you lush. Oh, They once again attempt to sort out their bedding and blankets. Eric's pillow someone got himself lodged in one of the rafters. Z's entire sleeping bag had migrated to the opposite side of the room. Before long, they got themselves sorted, the quiet pulse of darkness returning, and the light dimmed and their bag zipped up tight. There's a sudden lonely quietude to the small attic that hadn't been there before. A muted chill. Gum sits atop their sleeping bag, blanket pulled around their shoulders, just staring into the dark. They've yet to crawl in. In fact, they're not even sure they want to. Suddenly, the thought of being all alone in that bag in the dark makes dark feels positively insufferable. And whether it's due to lingering chill the scare Marshall's grandma had given them, or the general feeling of discontention after their nosebleed, Gum doesn't want to be alone. And so they sit there and stare into the murk, as their heart beats like a drum against their chest. Thank you for playing the demo. The full version of Part 1 is currently in production, though I don't have an estimate for its completion. You can go check out my socials, free Patreon or itch Patreon updates. It'd mean a lot if you'd leave a rating or comment on the game on itch if you enjoyed the demo. These can both really help the game in the algorithm so others can find the game. You'll be able to carry your demo save to the full game once it's released. Half an hour, you say? Just on my playtime. I don't know what upload sync does, I'm genuinely interesting. Okay, well, I guess that's the demo. Wow, that was great. That was great. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was so... Yeah, for the intro, it was so silly. It was so flipping silly, and I love it. Now I've got now I got a bunch of dumb stuff to send to friends. Yeah, Alright, so the music, of course, is similar. The intro song definitely reminded me of one of the songs from Mal Wonderland. I can't remember which one though, but I'm pretty sure it's the same artist. or same vocalist at the very least. It was, yeah, it was good. It was silly. It was fun. You know, I was having an amazing time. Definitely a lot more. I'd say this one's definitely a lot more directly raunchy. But yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. Yeah, no, it was. I had a great time with that. And I really enjoyed doing silly voices. I really enjoyed basically saying every vote of martial dialogue as shouting. And no, I cannot wait for more. I cannot, for the life of me, wait for more. So, I guess that'll be it for now. So thank you very, very much for watching. As always, stay hydrated, and I will be back, whenever. I will be back whenever. It depends. Depends on how I'm feeling. No, this was fun. Till next time. Bye bye.